Here we are. I just approached at Fort Greene. The time is 1:04. It'll probably take a half hour or so, maybe 15 minutes to an hour for my heart rate to go down. Once that heart rate goes down, this place will be filled, or at least that's according to the routine. Hardly a soul in sight. Of course, these are psychological operations. Nothing is new. All the same. But just doing a walk around showing that completely empty. And we have our handlers here scoping out the place. Right? They're on the sidelines. Deciphering what's going on, the details, how this is going to go down. How are we going to ruin your afternoon, right? Not a soul in sight, very rare. So it's in blah, blah, blah. Okay, so we'll see what happens. Okay, so I'll just rest in the most obvious centered place. Right here. Actually, we'll go to the side, the same place I went to yesterday. Most people would standardly do their exercises here, but most people aren't most people, are they? And standard exercises are not standard exercises. God knows what this place used to be a year ago. But if I decide to sit here where I did yesterday, we'll find someone doing exercises right here, as we demonstrated yesterday. So we'll see what plans they have this afternoon as we wait for it to unravel. I will rest here in a kind of unpopular spot. We also have the Chinese by the recreation area, by the visitor center. So they're a plant to occupy the only shelter in this place in case it rains, where you could sit down and relax. They're always there playing cards, talking, doing noise harassment, so you can't find shelter underneath that balcony. They're always there and occupying it on purpose. Okay, so it's 1:10 right now. We're settled in here. The food is deficient, but there's enough food to seemingly at least survive. So I don't know. We'll watch and wait for this place to slowly populate as my heart rate goes down. It already is. Already, the time is 1:10. We have a group of talking people. Okay. And it's slowly fluxing in. Very slowly. The first line is coming in. We're not even 1 minute in. Yes, another one. Slowly fluxing in. Yes, it's kind of like Night of the Living Dead. It's like a video game. I know. Yes. We won't go there. So these people are getting closer. Slowly fluxing in. Right on time. Yes, they're everywhere. Fluxing in. Here we go. Here they go. Notice how it's populating really quick. People are just coming left and right. Here they come. Right when we're here. Empty, not empty anymore. Here we are. Right as I sit down, it's coming. Right, no relaxation. Not allowed. More people are fluxing in. Okay, so the Lord showed me I could do this to them because this would be the fulfillment of the word. They're not just family, they're a toy. Because they're not real people. They're against God. They're fake, putting on a facade. So, considering the abominations going on, the Spirit of the Lord says we could treat them as such, according to His guidelines. in a respectable way. So we see how, you know, here we are. They're planting here, waiting for noise harassment, fluxing in. Hey, once empty, now populating. Okay, so as this group has planted themselves right in front of me, I'm going to try my best to start reading and getting my heart rate down even more, and we'll see how full this place gets. Of course, you know, notice these people have decided to plant themselves right here, right where I'm sitting. Yes. So as we're reading, you know, these people, of course, have decided to plant themselves talking loudly, which activates the witchcraft on the heart. Here we are, circling around. And yes, out of all the places to go, golly gee, wow. Not even in the central spot, as I stated before. Well, they're circling around. I didn't look at the time before I recorded the video. Maybe 10-15 minutes have gone by. But okie dokie. Okay, so the enemy, of course, as I said before, these people have planted themselves, so witchcraft is activated. Stress and anxiety, so my heart beats, and their hope is for it to fall out of my chest. So we're gonna move location, okay, and watch them follow us, because the enemy needs us to have the now. They want us to covet now. You're ruining my afternoon. I'm very upset, but our hope is in the future in Christ. So that's how we defeat them, and that's how they seem foolish. So we're gonna move, and we're gonna see in 5 minutes what happens. Okay, I'm gonna move to this corner. No one's in this corner. Okay. See, they want me, they need me to be sitting down, enjoying my afternoon. I just want my day while we constantly ruin it, but no. Our hope is in the future, because the more they afflict us, the more they get afflicted, and their affliction is worse than our affliction. So okay, so I'm gonna move in this corner. Here we are. No one's here, nothing to see, right? Okay. Okay, here we are. Nothing, nice and quiet, just what they can't have. And they could come up from the stairs on the side, from the right, and I don't know, we'll see what happens. So I will start reading and trying to get my heart rate down. So the time is 1:29 right now, and the flux is starting to come in. They get annoyed that I'm watching them, but already a flux of people is starting to come in, exactly as we saw, the same pattern as we saw earlier in the video. And we should be expecting some kind of plant nearby to create noise harassment, activate the witchcraft, so they could try to make my heart fall out of its chest. Okay. So as I've predicted, I mean not predicted, but as I've suspected while I'm filming, of course they're going to try something new to make all these efforts nullified. But there is a flock of birds all around me, only in this corner, right? Seemingly an attempt to take the place of what people would do. They're all over the place. There's robins all over the place, only in this corner where I'm sitting. Now I know they use flies in the same way. They have used flies to harass me. Flies just, you know, as you're trying to read, they just swarm around you, so it causes stress and anxiety. They activate the witchcraft, and that just slowly kills you from the inside. And then they could just whitewash you to the hospital. Nothing to see here, and case closed. Except God is with us. He heals our insides and all that kind of stuff. But all these birds are seemingly only in this corner at the exact time when you would expect the flux of people to come, and they would be doing the part of what people would be doing, all over the place. I mean, absolutely all over the place. Only in this corner where I'm sitting. So yeah, I don't know. Enough said. They try. Quite a sight to see. Hello, you want to say hi? It's okay. You'll be free one day. The time is 1:40 by the way, but now that I filmed that segment, the birds are gone, and it looks like they're going to try another tactic. They're all gone. Nothing to see here. There's a slow flux of people. More coming. So the birds are gone, but the people take their place. All gone. Well, there's two over there, but they all flew. They're all gone, like electronically controlled or something. So I don't know. Onwards and forwards. Usually at 5 o'clock, I would have to be at the homeless shelter for dinner, but I'm being deprived of food. So the dinner is nothing but blood and guts and the remains of their sacrifices, and people are fluxing over now. Now that the birds are gone, there is a flux of people taking their place. You know, just the same routine, the same, what is it called, quota being filled. So and they're very not happy about me filming. Thank God they put the feature on YouTube that you could zoom in. So okay, the birds are gone, people moved in their place, and now we're in the clear. Now we're ready for something else. But anyway, I'm being deprived of food, so there's no point of even going back to the homeless shelter. A good time for attack is usually 3 o'clock, you know, to keep breaking things apart. No rest. So if I had to be back to homeless shelter by 5, make sure I have absolutely no rest at 3 o'clock, so I have nothing to do, slowly breaking me down, and etc., etc. So right after I finished filming this past segment, we have these two people talking. So, you know, if you could feel the momentum, it's just a slow crescendo, right? So now these people were planted here talking, seeing what they could do. Just a slow crescendo. You know, this stuff, it's not hard to see. So as I just finished this segment that you just watched, the activity seems to be behind me where I wouldn't be able to film. I got up and I'm filming. We had this man singing out loud. They keep worshiping their idols, man. Perpetual, relentless, petty, desperate. They're just following a spiritual algorithm. Very sad. So this man is singing out loud behind me where I wouldn't be able to film. The same idea. Okay, they're fighting back. So as I said, I was sitting here as the noise harassment is behind me. Here we are. We have this man singing behind me, purposely being out of sight, but he's singing out loud behind me. They shut off my camera, so I did miss the shot, but we're prevailing. Flux of people in the corner. Here we go. You know, of course everyone knows there are no normal everyday people that can be that close to me, right? So I don't know if you could hear this man singing. It's all about the idols. They're trying to activate the idols, the witchcraft. Here he is singing like a crazy person, just singing out loud. And this, of course, activates the witchcraft in our hearts, etc., etc. All the same, we go after our hearts. Everyone's screwing each other, and it's just the same pattern. This is what the Nag Hammadi scriptures teach. This happens so we could just see exactly who they are, exactly where their limits are. And when we stick to God and stay close to God, we could just see, it just exposes how inferior they are. Because they're limited. They worship the created. They're limited. God heals us supernaturally, and they continue just doing the same thing over and over again. This has been going on since before the summer, and they haven't gained a thing yet. Yet they still relentlessly try like spoiled children, gaining absolutely nothing. They have gained nothing since this has happened. And this demonstrates how perpetual and relentless it is. They can't even stand giving you 5 minutes of rest. So I think I've established the pattern. I'm going to close this video. It's 15 minutes already. That already is a rule to be broken. I don't know, it could take days to upload, but lately God has been fighting, and when they fight to slow down my uploads, they pay a severe price for that. So they really just hurt themselves. So I don't know when this will upload. I'm sure the harassment and the cruelty will increase during the course of the day, but I think I've established the pattern just to show that is the point. But I did give a prophetic word that the Lord strongly put in my heart. The theme from the movie Megan, and he reversed it on them. They're not just family, they're toys. And this seems to be fulfilling that. We're getting there.